when I say to my wife, I love you, is that a remembrance of all the things we have been through together? Remembrance. The incidents, the travail, the troubles, the struggles, which have all been recorded, stored in the brain. And when I say I love my wife, is that remembrance actual love? You understand my question? So, is it possible to be free of not to record at all? Please don't wait for an answer from the speaker, whether it is possible or not, but let us together find out. That is, it is only possible not to record when there is complete attention. Right, I'll show you. I don't know why we want explanations. Why our brains are not swift enough to capture, have an insight into this whole thing immediately. Why we cannot see this thing, the truth of all this, and let that truth operate and therefore cleanse the slate to it. To have a mind, a brain that is not recording at all psychologically. But as most human beings are rather sluggish, have rather like to live in their old patterns, in their particular habit of thought. Anything new they reject. Because much better to live with the known rather than with the known. In the known there is safety. At least we think there is safety. We think there is security in the known. So we keep repeating, walking, struggling within that field of the known. And to discover together an observation without the whole process of machinery of memory operating. Now, how am I? You have put that question to me and we have put that question to you. Is it possible in our relationship with each other, intimate or not, is it possible not to create an image about each other? Because that image, the remembrance of things past, which is the image, divides people. It's not only the image, but if I'm ambitious, competing, trying to become chief executive or psychologically something or other. And my wife is also doing something else equally in other directions. How can we have a relationship? You understand my question? This is actually what is going on in the modern world. The man and the woman, each is seeking his own particular career, right? His own, their own ambitions, separate ambitions, greed, envy, success, identification. And perhaps they meet in the bed, and they call that relationship. So, observing all this in one's daily life, one inevitably asks, is there a relationship which is not actually based on this? Then one has to inquire very closely and deeply, what is love? Are you waiting for me? This is a very complex question, because all of us feel we love something or other. Not only the abstract love, love of a nation, love of a people, love of God, love of gardening, love of overeating. We have abused that word so terribly. So we have to find out basically what is love. You see, love is not an idea, right? Love of God is an idea. Love of a symbol is still an idea. When you go to the church and kneel down and pray, you're really worshipping or praying to something which thought has created, right? And so see what happens. Thought has created it. Actually, this is a fact. And you worship that which thought has created, which means you are worshipping in a very subtle form yourself, right? I know this is a probably sacrilegious statement, but it's a fact. That's what's happening throughout the world. You create, thought creates the flag, the symbol of a particular country, then you fight for it, you kill each other, right? We destroy the earth in competition with another nation. And so the flag becomes a symbol of our love.